ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल प्लान. अब ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल प्लान है क्या? See guys, this is a business plan, a big huge business plan, step by step business plan. In this big business plan, you can see one of the plan is the organizational plan. So if someone asks you what is organizational plan, then you can be able to say, or you must be able to say, that organizational plan is a part of a business plan which an entrepreneur makes, right? So if I want to define what organizational plan is, then I should be able to define this way. Organizational plan defines the type of ownership. मतलब एक entrepreneur कौन सा बिजनेस स्टार्ट करने वाला है, what kind of business the entrepreneur is going to start, whether he is going to alone going to start the business, which is called as single proprietorship, whether he is going to join hands with his partners and start a partnership firm, or he is going to form a company, a joint stock company, and shareholders are going to be part of his company. So everything is discussed in the organizational plan. So organizational plan proposes an organizational structure. In this structure, what human resource management will be there, right? How people will work, how their responsibilities and authorities will be there, and this will make a business a successful business. This is called as organizational plan. So in short, organizational plan is related to the forms of business organization. So it indicates कि कौन से बंदे को कौन सी ड्यूटीज एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज दी जाएगी. It indicates the pattern of flow of responsibilities and duties amongst the people in the organization. If I am hiring you tomorrow as an engineer in my organization, then while hiring, your duties and responsibilities will be fixed. So you will not be confused that what kind of work I have to do. And as an entrepreneur, I should be sure that this much amount of work is being expected from you. So in an organization plan, everybody's duties and responsibilities are fixed. It provides the details about the board of directors. Guys, abhi hamara mid-sem examination hua tha, right? And in mid-sem examination, there was question regarding the shareholders, board of directors, right? In that, there was one question that who decides the board of directors, whether the employees, whether the government, who decides it? The correct answer was the shareholders. Shareholders give a nod that these people will be there into the board of directors, right? So the details about the board of directors is also going to be there into the organizational plan. In organizational plan, thorough list of manpower planning will be there. आपको एक से एक minute detail provide करनी है that this much amount of people will be recruited at this post throughout the life of the company. It also should be giving the details about the laws regarding the management of the employees, right? Means if I am hiring a person, then whether he will be in the probation period, for how much amount of time he will be in the probation period, after he is crossed the probation period and he is a permanent employee, whether he will get a PF account or not, whether his salary grade pay will be increased, not increased, everything should be properly listed in detail in the organizational plan. In the end, organizational plan is also budgeted. मतलब जब आपको organizational plan you will put forth, you will actually bring it into the implementation. You will obviously require some money to implement that organizational plan. तो उसका भी एक separate budget होता है. There is a separate budget of the organizational plan. So guys, If an entrepreneur is starting a business, he might start at a single ownership or a partnership business. Whichever he starts, his business is going to fall into any of these four categories. Whether he will start as a manufacturing business, where a tangible product, a physical product, he is going to sell it into the market, or he will start a wholesale business where he will buy the products in bulk and sell it to the small retailers, or he might start as a retailer business where whatever stock he has purchased from the wholesaler, he'll directly sell it to the final consumer, or he will provide a service. For example, a Swiggy service, a Zomato service, a Uber Ola service, where product is not sold but a service is being delivered. So कोई भी entrepreneur जब भी business start करेगा, इनमें से कोई business ही होने वाला है, को कैसा भी business हो, whichever business he will start, उसके लिए एक proper organizational plan बना होना चाहिए. There should be a proper business plan, organizational plan, whichever business he starts. Now see guys, there might be some objective type questions also. Then you should be able to answer that organizational plan is a part of business plan. It describes that entrepreneur कौन सी ownership start करने वाला है. Whether the ownership is a sole proprietorship, अकेले business start करेगा, whether 7 to 20 partners will join hand and they will start a business, whether it is a joint Hindu family business where the family people are going to join hands and they are going to start a business, whether it is a cooperative society where profit is not a main motto, but the motto is self-help, mutual help, helping the poor people, or it might be a corporation. So guys, organizational plan should be a proper outline. Why I'm saying this? Because अगर आप sole proprietorship या partnership business करते हो, then there should be a oral or written document. Though it is not compulsory for sole proprietorship, neither it is compulsory for partnership business, but for partnership business, एक partnership deed बनता है. There is something which is called as partnership deed. Either it is a oral document or a written document, and that in that written document or oral document, everything is mentioned legally. How much authority will be there of an active partner, how much responsibility will be there, whose responsibility will be there if something goes right, something goes wrong. Everything is mentioned properly, and this should be a part of an organizational plan. So in organizational plan, whether it is a sole proprietorship, whether it is a partnership, whether it is a joint stock company, following things should be properly listed out. कब start होने वाला है? What is the commencement procedure? Legal constraints क्या क्या होंगे? Like for an example, if 2 to 20 partners are there, and out of 2 to 20 partners, if one of the partner died and he was an active partner, then what will happen? Who will look after his responsibilities? Whether profit will be shared to him or not. So there are so many legal constraints related to the business. So everything regarding the legal constraint should be listed out. What is the financial requirement? What would be the budget? What would be the accounting procedures? Right? Whether balance sheet will be prepared, profit and loss account will be prepared. What will be the marketing and promotional strategies? Whether we are going to go for marketing mix, that is 4 P's: price, product, promotion, and place, or we are going to go for, say, the advertising strategy. What is going to be a proper marketing strategy? That should be listed out into the organization plan. How much risk are we going to take as a partner or a sole proprietor? As an entrepreneur, how much risks should be taken? And if risk goes wrong, whose liability will be there? That should be mentioned properly. So guys, no form is the best form. ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते. We cannot say that sole proprietorship is the best proprietorship because we don't need to share the profits, or more legal things are not attached to sole proprietorship. You cannot say that partnership business is the best business because here the duties and responsibilities will be divided properly. So if something goes wrong, not a single person will be blamed. You cannot say that any of this form is the best form, right? Every form of business organization has its own pros and cons. It has its own advantages and disadvantages. It is the entrepreneur whose skills makes a business a good business. So an organizational plan should be much detailed plan. Everything should be minutely listed into the organizational plan. So if something goes wrong, you can refer the organizational plan, and accordingly you can follow and solve the problems which are coming in the while you are starting the business. Now see, there should be a legal structure, right? And in that legal structure, step by step things should be listed out, and this will give you an idea that which plan is going to be the best suited for us. एक organization plan में क्या क्या होना चाहिए? What are going to be the components of organization plan? First thing and the foremost thing is that entrepreneur should be very sure which kind of ownership business he is going to start. अकेले business start करना चाहता है या partners के साथ करना चाह रहा है? So the first component is the form of ownership. Second is that suppose if he is going to start a partnership business or he is going to open a joint stock company, then who are going to be his partners, right? In that also, how many active partners are going to be there? See, sleeping partners are those who just invest the money and they don't look after the working of the organization. But active partners, they not just only invest in the organization, but they also take the authorities and responsibilities. So second component है, आपको आइडेंटिफाई करने हैं एक्टिव पार्टनर्स, स्लीपिंग पार्टनर्स, या फिर अगर आप जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी खोल रहे हो, then who are going to be your potential shareholders and investors into your organization. This was the second component. The third component is that you are going to properly fix the authority and responsibility. 20 partners are there, then every partner's authority and responsibility should be decided, because otherwise what will happen, the people working under these 20 partners will be confused that if something goes wrong, who is my immediate boss, whom should I go to and try to resolve my queries. If 20 bosses are there, imagine you are working in an organization and you have 20 bosses, then you will also be confused that if a problem arises, to whom should I go and ask my doubts, to whom should I go and try to solve my problems, right? So for a smooth functioning, everybody's authority and responsibility should be fixed. Next, you should be having a strong managerial team behind you. See, there was a topic in our first chapter, difference between an entrepreneur and a manager. Entrepreneur is the one who starts the business, takes a risk, and he hires managers. वो अपने नीचे कुछ लोगों को हायर करता है, कुछ मैनेजर्स को हायर करता है, और वो मैनेजर्स दूसरों लोगों से काम करवाते हैं. They should be able to get their work done from others. So entrepreneurs should have a strong team of managers behind him. These team would be a team of people who has a strong क्वालिफिकेशन, ये सारे एमबीए किए होंगे, उनके पास अच्छी एमबीए डिग्री होगी, तो उनके पास काफी नॉलेज होगा, तो कोई भी प्रॉब्लम अराइज होगा तो दिस टीम विल ट्राई टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम्स. So the fourth component is that a strong management team background should be there. And last is that under the managers there are going to be employees, under the employees there are going to be workers. Every employee and every worker's responsibility should be fixed. उनको पता होना चाहिए मेरा रोल क्या है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, मुझे कितना काम करना है, कब तक काम करना है, खत्म करना है और अच्छे से काम करना है. So this is the component of the organizational plan. Moving ahead, guys. Next in the organization plan is that there should be a clear-cut clarity. There should be a proper clarity in the organizational plan. क्या-क्या चीजें clear होनी चाहिए? What things should be clear into the organizational plan so that confusion does not take place? And that things are, first and the foremost thing is that terms and conditions associated with the selected form. Second is the line of authority and responsibility. See, there is a very famous saying, authority and responsibility are the two sides of the coin. जितनी जिसकी authority उतना ही वो responsible है. For example, कल को अगर किसी जगह पे आग लग जाती है तो यू कैन नॉट ब्लेम द वर्कर, ऑथोराइज्ड पर्सन विल बी ब्लेम्ड. जिसकी ज्यादा ऑथोरिटी है उसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनेगी कि क्यों आग लग गई, आपने ध्यान नहीं दिया था, फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर्स नहीं लगाए हैं, लोगों की सेफ्टी का ध्यान नहीं दिया है. सो एवरीथिंग शुड बी प्रॉपरली मेंशन्ड. सो द सेकंड क्लैरिटी शुड बी द किसकी कितनी ऑथोरिटी एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है. नेक्स्ट, किसी भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल प्लान में जितने भी मेंबर्स हैं, सब मेंबर्स के नाम, उनके डेजिग्नेशन, सबके एड्रेसेस, सबके रिज्यूम्स होने चाहिए विद द एंटरप्रेन्योर. इट शुड बी प्रॉपरली लिस्टेड. एक फाइल बनी होनी चाहिए जिसमें सारी डिटेल्स होनी चाहिए, सो दैट टुमारो इफ सम लीगल क्वेरी कम्स इन, if some accident happened or legal query comes in, and tomorrow if some police inquiry comes to your organization, then if entrepreneur has to give an answer, then there should be some backup documents. Suppose एक employee है जिसकी criminal history निकल के आई और पुलिस पहुंचती है और पूछती है कि इसके बारे में डिटेल्स दो, और आपके पास कोई डिटेल्स ही नहीं है, then clearly you are also going to face some problems. So ऐसा नहीं हो, इसलिए ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल प्लान में एक फाइल बनी होती है जिसमें एवरीबॉडीज नेम, एड्रेस, रिज्यूमे, डेजिग्नेशन, everything will be listed. Next, like I said, every member's role, responsibility should be fixed. Suppose कल को कोई dispute होता है. Let us take an example of a partnership business. Like I said, partnership business में partnership start करने से पहले एक deed बनता है which is called as partnership deed, जिसमें oral या written agreement बनता है. तो उस oral या written agreement में ये point cover होता है that if suppose the disputes occur between the partners, तुमको पता है झगड़े होते हैं तो ज्यादातर पैसों की वजह से ही होते हैं. Most of the quarrels are because of money only. Then if the quarrel has occurred, dispute has occurred, then one partner cannot say that okay 80% money and profit is mine, you take remaining, tomorrow we will dissolve. तो और झगड़ा होगा, वो कोर्ट में पहुंचेगा एंड कोर्ट में अगर पार्टनरशिप डीड नहीं हुआ तो फिर उसका हल नहीं निकलेगा. So in an organizational plan, this point should be clearly mentioned, because most of the companies failed, their doors are shut down because of the disputes and conflicts only. सो दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट कि अगर कल को झगड़े होते हैं लोगों के बीच तो वो झगड़े कैसे सॉल्व होंगे, एंड इट शुड बी अ पार्ट ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल प्लान. Moving ahead, last one in this is that voting rights, payment methods of members, managerial controlling rights of the members. See, voting rights means if tomorrow at a certain post of board of director or any bigger post, everyone should have a voting right. How much right do they have? They don't have. That should be there. What kind of payment you are going to do to the members of your organization? Salary to the employees, daily wages to the workers, or what method you are going to choose it? How you are going to control the members, what are your managerial skills, that everything should be mentioned in the organizational plan. So guys, preparing an organizational plan is not an easy task for the entrepreneur. People think that it is a 2 day work, 1 day work, क्या होगा ज्यादा से ज्यादा 2-3 पेजेस का काम होगा. No. And organizational plan should be a प्रॉपर डिटेल्ड प्लान जिसमें ये सारे कंपोनेंट्स जो मैंने बोले हैं वो और इन सब चीजों की क्लैरिटी होनी चाहिए. बिकॉज इफ देयर इज नो क्लैरिटी देन टुमारो द प्रॉब्लम माइट अराइज एंड ड्यू टू प्रॉब्लम्स योर बिजनेस विल गेट अफेक्टेड.